Are we winning this war of stabilization of Baghdad?
Well, Petraeus is just in country for a few weeks now, and his new plan is taking hold. I'm not in the business of saying...
Hey, when will we succeed? What date? Give me a date for when we can say, we can ask ourselves if this is working. Just give me a date, a month, a year.
Well, I can't give you a date.
Give me a year. Give me a year when we can say if this is working or not.
I think we're going to make decisions in 2008. Yes, I do think we're going to have to make. No, we're going to have to make a decision in 2008. But here's the debate.
We definitely are. But that's when we make a decision about the presidency.
But let me answer this question though. Petraeus wrote the plan, gets a unanimous vote out of the Senate to go over and take command in Iraq, and then immediately the Senate and the new Democrat House and Senate say that we don't like the plan. Well, you put the guy in the battlefield. Let him the opportunity to take hold.
Are they supposed to reject him for a promotion by the president? That's an insult.
They could have. He wrote the plan, so let the guy actually take hold. It's the equivalent of buying...
Fred Kagan, a neocon, wrote the plan, okay? The gentleman wrote the plan. Fred Kagan of the American Enterprise. You guys know where this stuff comes from. The American Enterprise Institute, where the whole philosophy comes from. Congressman, what do you make of the surge? Is it working? Based upon the casualty figures.
People in Iraq think it's working. I think if you talk to families in Iraq who live in Baghdad, if you talk to families of the parliamentarians last week who were nearly killed, they don't think it's working. The reality is the president's old commanders said that this surge wouldn't go very far. They said this idea of putting in a small infusion of troops would make a difference on the ground. They said that we turned a corner into a chaos that's going to go on, and we can't reverse it. The president didn't like the military advice he got, so he reassigned the old commanders. Sounds a whole lot like second-guessing the military to me. This is what's happened. People in this country realize that this is a civil war between two factions who don't like us and don't like each other, and we're not going to turn it around. So you've got to, at some point, decide this is not worth the sacrifice.
We lost. Harry Reid, the Senate Majority Leader, the Democratic leader of the Senate, said today that we've lost the war in Iraq. Is that your assertion?
People of Iraq have lost the war in Iraq.
But do you believe we have lost it?
Well, it wasn't ours to win. It was the people of Iraq's to win. Only they can fashion a democracy. Only they can create a place where people can live together. They haven't done it. And it's unfortunate, it's tragic, but Chris, this world is full of tragedy and suffering. Our military and our power can't always turn around tragedy and suffering. We're learning the limits of our power in Iraq, and a wiser president would understand that and would take this vast number of troops out of harm's way.